So now I'm recording it now. So now these politics, natural disasters are part of the thing that caused the price of oil to move. As a oil trader who is new, these are the things that you need to know. This set of hormones I just circled here is the area the oil market passes. This area and this particular place is owned by Iran. So basically, the news is talking about they have taken control of it since America is not in good time with them and Israel. This is one of the threats. People we are concerned that if Iran is provoked, they can block here. And if they block here, it means oil from here cannot pass. Not just oil, other thread, other like import and export that passes through the Gulf region will not pass. And in the oil market itself, the Gulf region supply 20% of global oil. So do you understand? And so blocking this thing now will make that the current available of oil tradable on the market will be short stage by 20%, which will now be a very big problem to the world. And because of that, they said oil you're gonna get up to $90 per barrel. It's almost hitting $90 per barrel because Brent was $88 per barrel. So and it is still fresh, so we are still cashing out. Another reason why another thing you need to focus on if you want to trade oil is demand and supply, which is also part of what you discussed now. When 20% of oil supply have been on shortage, then that means the supply will not be much and demand will increase. So another reason is uh, um is this one now we are on currently now, which is demand and supply. And this report comes from EIA, American Petroleum Institute. We use forest factory because of time zone difference, so that we can be able to know the actual time. Now they are expecting that there will be 3 million barrel supply. Last week was 60 million barrel. Yeah, but I think that supplied the 60 million barrel, they must have cashed out. You know that the supply it at a low price. As of last week, the market has not gone up that time. It was still struggling to sell. And the supply is 16 million. And probably the person must have cashed out big because he sold at a very low price. So now they're expecting another 3 million supply. So exactly by 3:30 in the next 11 minutes, another report will come out here. So if I refresh this page now, you see how it will load. I want you to understand it properly. You see how it will load. You see that okay, another report have not started loading, but exactly by 3:30, another report will start loading here automatically, and we'll be able to see what the impact on oil on supply will be. However, when there is serious issue, demand and supply does not count. Do you understand? Like now, there's a war. I don't think we are going to use demand and supply to trade this one now. For example, if there is lesser supply, for example, oil will definitely start going up too. If there is more supply, do you guys think that the market will drop? I mean, market price will drop.
For me, I don't think the market will drop. It might shake it a little bit, but it will still go up.
It will still go up. Yeah. So, do you understand what the other person said? I'm using you as Andrew now. That's the person I'm familiar with. That's new here. That's the person I'm familiar with. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I understand.
okay, okay, perfect. So now, because of that, because of issue on ground, we may not necessarily focus on demand and supply today, but you just have to understand how it works. So that on your own, you can be able to know how to know the actual data of oil based on demand and supply. The report comes from EIA here, but because of another one is coming out in the next 8 minutes, the one of last week has been removed. As you can see, the people that owns the report. Last week, we have the one of API. Yesterday, they were expecting 2.2 million, with 5.6 million was supply, but it didn't even check the oil as much. Now, this is the current price of oil, and this is where the market, look at how the market look like. I missed this thread. I don't know what I was doing. I was so stupid. Yeah, I missed this thread. I could have cashed out. Yeah, I was expecting it, but I didn't know that I did not trigger the thread. And I have about 9 positions I already set up for it. I could have made mad money. And I wanted to buy a new car. Yeah. So I could have made mad money without, because I've already calculated everything I would get. But I will see hit up that target. But this area, I don't know whether it's trying to form a support, sorry, resistance at 78. Now, this is the current price of oil. So the market was up this morning. It was seriously up this morning to this point. Then also came down. Now, the strategy we're using to trade now, take note, those of you that are new, that are old already, our own strategy is that we are trading minimum 50 to 100 pips down, then we buy. Like deep. Like now, this market now has dropped to about how many pips? That's, what am I watching? Is it daily? Okay, that's daily. It has dropped almost like 300 pips. That means we can even buy more. Once the market goes deep, then we buy. Like we try to buy deep, 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 deep. So yesterday it was deep. Yesterday night when the market closed, it was deep. I said I will buy. I don't just know what made me to. Yeah, it was deep here. Yeah, it was deep yesterday night. The market was deep to 71. I said I will buy it again. Imagine if I have bought again. Now look at where the market is. Do you understand? That's 500 pips. I could have cashed out more before the market dropped. And it was big volume I wanted to use. Big volume that, I mean, a very massive volume that could like buy you more than 3 or 4 houses. So I could have been able to like, hit it big, but no problem. Now, what I'm trying to say is this. Um, Based on the market structure now, the market is down. So if there are more supply from oil, from what we are seeing, we may not necessarily sell more because one thing, the market will sell and buy, but the volume of trade is more on buy. There are more buyers buying sentiment than the people that want to sell. So even it's not that sellers are not making money because of people that sold here yesterday, they make money. In fact, about two of our trade closed at loss yesterday because we sold and the market came down. So sellers are still making money, but buyers has more dominant power in the market than sellers. So what we do, we focus on that area that has more of dominant power than the other area that has less. The market has chances of going more up than dropping. As we speak, I think the only reason why the market have to drop, it could be anytime the tension within the Iran cease, or anytime the economic war, like the fight, did not affect the economic system. Do you understand? That is the area. So in the next 6 minutes now, this report will be out. Let me show you again, James. As you can see, the forest factor has already given us the highlight. In the next 6 minutes, this report will be out. And whatever thing that is the report could affect the market. Let's say, for example, there's a shortage of supply. We can relate it to because of what is happening. The Middle East cannot supply oil. There will be shortage. That's one of the reasons why the market is still going up because there is shortage of supply in the market. So the little one, people will be grabbing it as much as possible. Then, if there is more supply, fine. The market may come down deep a little bit, but we still want to buy again because for now we are no more using demand and supply to buy. We can only use demand and supply to buy or to trade anytime there's no political tension. Do you understand? I made a point now. We can only use demand and supply to trade anytime there's no political tension. That means market is stabilized. We started trading with demand and supply, and on that note, that's when support and resistance will come because there will be like you know what I mean, like a range. Because the market price is now following the economic power. But now market price can go out of economic power because people can even borrow money to buy more out of what they even not doesn't want to reserve. They can take more loan, buy more oil to reserve it. But once economy is stabilized, they started selling, then the market will now contrast, become normal. So that what you see in the oil market will now be according to what world economy is saying. Then we can now identify the supply zone, demand zone, or support and resistance zone. Then I'll use it to be traded. That's when demand and supply will now start playing a role in the oil market. So oil is a very predictable market, unlike forex. It's easy to understand the oil market. Same thing with gold. But let me use 2 minutes again before we go into trading. So gold is also very good, but gold is not really following the market structure because of dollar bond. Dollar bond is very, very active in the US market. So people are pushing more of their investment into dollar. Yeah, do you understand? So that's why gold dropped. So gold is only used for hedging. Dollar is also used for hedging. So now, because of that, that's also why the US dollar also came down. I don't know who was following us last week. We keep telling you that this market will crash. It's on weekly. We told you how many pips it will crash.
I think what also pushed gold down is because people invested more on defense assets to
On
this time around.
defense, on defense.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
yeah.
trying to tell you that when there's a war, the US bond, dollar bond, mean that the entire those bonds is where the government used to get investment to fund other projects they are having. So the US bond used to be very active. So people now, and they can give them more money too, more than gold, because that one is like a fixed return. They may say maybe 10% per whatever, like it can give them an average return. That's one of the reasons why people push in some of their money on gold. And
But God,
that,
God is still bullish, Shebi.
yeah. They push some of the money from gold to invest on US dollar bond. Well, dollar bond means a bond connected to dollar strength. So that's why dollar come down. And take note, everybody, anytime there is a war, US dollar will always rise because dollar is always the safe haven apart from gold. Even though whether the United States causes a war or something, dollar has more history of rising. That's why gold wasn't really affected, but gold is still very much bullish. But now we are not buying gold. There's no chances of buying gold unless, sorry, we are not selling gold. If you want to sell, you can sell, but we don't have any analysis that suggests we should sell gold. We are only waiting for time for this thing to start reducing more. Then we can now go into gold gold purchase. But I mean, we only buy gold. We don't sell gold. For 3 years now, we have not sold gold. So in the next 1 minute now, the report will be out. As you can see, Android. So how we used to get it, Android. So when we click here, we click on this place, we click here on latest release. If you take us to this page, then you see that it's coming out in the next 1 minute. This is the AI website now. Forest Factory integrated it into their own website. So in the next 1 hour, 1 minute plus, then the report will be out. You will see it in English. Then the Forest Factory himself will also put it on their own forecast page on as a number. Then we can be able to analyze it. But however, I'm not sure we're gonna use it to trade. I can only use it to trade if it's decrease. But if it's more supply, I'm not selling. Anybody can sell, no problem. Cynthia, you sold last July. You cash out on both sides. Maybe you can practice the same thing again. You still make money. Was it the Cynthia that is
This
here?
is different Cynthia. This is different Cynthia. I'm the new one.
Oh, okay. You're the new Cynthia. Oh, I
Yes,
thought it was
it was
Cynthia. No.
Cynthia that cashed out the last time.
I think she bought her sister here because they have similar voice.
She
Cyn-
sold
No.
the last
Cynthia, did you pay for this class?
Yes, I did.
Okay. You
I
should
did.
join.
I got a message. I got a message to join the class on direct message.
Okay, so you should be able to join with the real name you use. I thought you were the Cynthia we know before.
Okay, I'll
Yeah,
add my
like
family
the full
name
name to
because
avoid the
Cynthia.
confusion.
Okay, I'll include my family name
Yeah,
so that it's
yeah.
clear.
So now you see, Andrew and Cynthia. You see now the report is out. It's here. It's an increase about 3.5 million barrel is available. Now let me expose you to something. They say excluding those in reserve. So it means that what is released now it is what is tradable. If you read more of all this area, you also see other quantity from other instruments. But me, I'm only concerned from here because this area has to do with more of crude oil. So we say that we have 3.5 million barrel supply, and it's even smaller compared to what market is saying. What do you think, Jeto?
Yeah, compared to what the market needs right now, 3.5 million
Yeah,
is
yeah,
just a lesser quantity
yeah.
because the market need more than that.
Yeah, the market need more than that because of the price is very high and there may be more demand for it. So the market even I
So,
was expecting more, maybe 20 million, like like
so
big
we have a
volume.
shortage.
No, it's
Is
not
a
a
shortage.
shortage. It's not a shortage. It's an increase, increase,
Okay,
increase.
I see
So
that
the increase
now.
means there are more supply,
Yeah.
but
3.5
that
million.
supply
Okay,
now
I
is
see it.
3.5
Yeah.
million. Cynthia, take note, and the what's that, my friend? Andrew. So in I see from here, I'm not negating everybody, but I just want to use them as a hook. I'm so sorry if I keep calling their name, please. So you see that here now it become more worse than what they expect. They were expecting like 3 million, but the what come out was 3.5. Do you know why it's red? It's because people that trade on exchange, some of them only buy. The oil is only good for them when it's going up. But we can go short, we can go long. So we don't care. We just want to understand where the market is going. So 3.5 million is here, and this is also how you can know that what we have here that what we have here is actually this paragraph is actually talking about the real figure. Yeah, because if you didn't know, you may think it's from this first paragraph. No, like this first one that is 6.3. Now, is this second paragraph that talk about 3.5 billion? So, so there's an increase. Let me open your eyes more. But if you check what is happening in the market, last week, how do I get on this thing? Yeah, you see the history. Last week was 16 million. The other one was -9. So, and the market is seriously on pressure. This is too small compared to what we are expecting. And are you sure it's not because of it's not because of the whatever thing happened within the Gulf that's also the supply become 3.5 because of the reason. Because for since last week, no oil has moved within that region. I'm not sure any oil has moved in that region.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
so
think, yeah, I think that's the reason why, because that was what I was suspecting. Because since that time that the US they had the last meeting on Thursday, you get after the last release, they have been skeptical about supply and everything, and some vessels have been skeptical about going through that
yeah.
Strait of Hormuz. So I think I think that causes the massive reduction in the supply.
So the strategy I'm applying on my own, you can see my chart. Now, I'm only buying, I'm not selling. So if you want to buy with us, what I would suggest is buying at this point. I don't care about any supply now. I'm only care about what is happening. 74, we hit SL around 72 or at least 70, depending on how much we have. Then we'll put take profit within this area. Do you know why I say so? Because I'm trying to think that market is trying to form a resistance. Market is trying to form resistance around this area. It will go up, but it may want to start forming resistance here. Like he's trading at a higher price until they see another reason of moving it out. That's why how exchange people behave. They'll go and find a balanced resistance. That's what they do. It doesn't mean that it should be there. So it will be trading within that range now until there's another strike. Then kind of it will move up again. Do you understand? That's why market goes as a wave. They always want to balance it economically. So this area may be the area you should be existing. Let me check how much it will be. That's if you are following my trade, though. This is exactly what we are going to do. We are already buying. That's why I don't even want to. We have a lot buy position on oil. We can only buy
Yeah, I think
more.
he already, yeah, because I bought in the same spot in the 70, I bought in 73.54. I think it's forming a resistance over there.
Yeah, resistance. Yeah.
So, yeah, so I bought there a long time ago. So I'm just waiting for it to go.
Okay, so now around 77 would be around 300 pips. Yeah, so we could put it here. Let me check how much it. I don't know how much you guys are trading with your risk measure because some of you don't want to put big money. If it's Ponzi scheme now, all of you go in, will go and put a lot of money on Ponzi. But you don't want to put something that you can control and make a lot of money from. Yeah, that's the reality we face in trading. Even people following our trade. So when we put money, they don't go put another one. They want that one to do mighty work before they can come in. If you investigate them, they have gone to one Telegram and dump a lot of money there. Although that's the psychology of it. I don't blame them. That's how human beings think. We like something that too clear and too, like proper, direct. Like, how do I say it? You know what I want to say? Like something that well explained. Put this here, you're gonna get this. You get this, you're gonna get this. That's how our mind is structured. So now here is about 200 pips, 180 something, yeah, against 300 pips, right? Maybe, yeah, it could be okay. Why I say we should move it out because market is very volatile. The market can see cut and stop loss and still go up there. The volatility is too much in the market, so it could be able to like extend it. We are not trading today using supply and demand. Rather, we are using probably demand, not supply. Do you understand? Because demand is more and the price of oil is high. So as long as this tension is going up, we shouldn't start selling. Even if we want to be selling more, we should be selling at this upper level for sharp drop. Then we can keep buying within that range. Then on WTI, on the Brent crude, if you use the same approach, that's also the same thing. The current market is here. This area will be around, okay, hit 80 today. Nigerian oil hit 80 something, 88 or something. It hit 84 here. That's about 300 pieces as well. So we can see you use it and see the possibility. The market can only break this point if there are more intense pressure that comes in, which may happen before the weekend. So any sharp drop, we hit buy. Any up movement, they will cash out. I'm waiting for another sharp drop, then we hit buy. We'll be taking more of buying position than selling position. Do you understand? Somebody say I'm a mariner and understand the whole thing with the passage were in Iran. Okay, that means it must be this guy, the other Scott guys. It must be a pirate. Exactly. You said in the video training. Okay. Oh, okay, fine. I was checking for comment. It must be a pirate. Yeah, can I say now? Yeah. Make sure you belong. If you're in Port Harcourt, don't just be neutral. You find one area, enter. I'm gonna give you barret. Yeah, I know, but you have to enter. You have to be initiated. I'm gonna give you barret so that you be full confirmed person. No, I'm from Port Harcourt. Yeah, you shouldn't be selling on water and you're not buying squadron for anybody. So when you come, we use squadron to wash you first before you enter your hotel room. Wash your hair, wash your body. Then before you continue the next one. Yeah. So that is the analysis we have now concerning how this market is done. So I'm trying to tell you guys that we are still very much positive on what we are doing. If the market, I'm laughing because I want to say something funny. So if market now catch us unaware, where there's a breaking news that they have resolved, the Strait of Hormuz have entered, something happened. Maybe the market will have a sharp crash and our stop loss will cut. Then we can fry and get depressed for some couple of hours or days. Then we come back again and continue trading.
Well, I think we are used to that.
so, so, so that's it. To me, even to today, it is almost this year. Anytime I have loss, I always feel depressed. That's how it is. So
Yeah.
I can't just get over it. If I have
I
loss,
think the US is waiting for the weekend before they strike Iran because they are building up a lot of ammunition and many because they haven't struck Iran since the first time. Israel has been the one striking and they're doing all those striking.
yeah, but my concern now is that I think they are striking the Iran military infrastructure.
Yes, the
So
Navy ship and all of that.
yeah. So if they finish striking all of this, Iran may not even have strong thing they can be using. Because this Iran, I'm so sorry to say this, I don't know how their system is. It's like these people are just catching them back to back like that. Do you understand? I don't know how their
Yes.
intelligence is. So they seem to be loose, even though they have enough equipment.
And there is a news that NATO is going to join because of the Turkey state they have entered.
America, them, I don't know the NATO. No, America again NATO. All this NATO, na paper NATO. NATO is already there.
Yeah, I think
And,
all this NATO is
and
not.
again, France just announced that they will be able to arrange for their military because of the state of Hormuz.
That's the same time I'm trying to tell you. They have been there. Was it not the U.S. Navy that stopped that Iran ship, that Russian ship from there? NATO coming is like making it more official so that more money can be released. You know, some of these things. There's also money that's a changing hand. It's
Yes,
not. Then even though if Iran have to surrender later, it may also be settlement. They may strike a
yes,
deal. How much will be paid as compensation and everything. Forget about what you see on the news. There are other deals that happen that can make them to quench. That could be maybe striking deal that made them to maybe, you know what I mean, try to give up on something like that. And later, but that one does not make them the friend to to them, but they can, consider some
yes,
things and stop. But they're all the same. So what I'm trying to say is that we don't want to keep selling because of this thing that's happening. Why, even though we see a news for a supply report on oil, we don't want. I don't sell. I cannot. And even though you're talking about selling too, technically, this is also a very strong support here. You see this thing now. I use it to trade a lot. You see this one? I use it to trade. You see this thing now? It's a strong support technically. It means market most likely will be retracing within this point and go up. Yeah. So this space here may not be covered for now. Yeah. And this may continue trading within 74 to 90 something until the Iran tension is ceased. I told you what economists used to locate on trading. They will try to find a balanced price that will be suitable for the economy. Do you understand? Like for example, now if $70 to $90 oil price is good, and the world will not be into a serious economic issue, they may not even bother much. The market may still be trading within that price, unless there's something serious that will happen. So I think they have been able to find a position that is suitable for what is happening currently now, If more tension increase, then more this thing will come on board. But let me kind of refresh your memory on this one. So you see this Strait of Hormuz, it's like a breaking news. Qatar Energy declared force majeure after halting LNG. Yeah. So, Qatar has stopped production. I don't know. This is me. It seriously affect because even gas price has gone up within the UK and Europe. And I was now asked that they asked Ukraine to allow Russian gas to flow because of let them start buying from Russia. This thing is happening. That's something that's making them not to. Like Russia supply more of the gas within the Europe to make sure let them have more. Now, this LNG is one of the Qatar energy that supply energy to them through the Gulf Coast. Of course, because of this now, they're no more buying like they're no more in operation. Another one just came in now. Video moment United States and Israel strike Tehran. Okay, I want to see the origin area. That's the area I want to be interested in. So now they also want Canada to become another area they can have supply, but this thing can take a lot of time because of for you to happen. Now, Trump orders U.S. back insurance and Navy escort for Gulf, following the news that major maritime insurance firms are terminating. All this insurance scam. I remember, some of you that live abroad, you know how car insurance work. So any small thing, your car insurance,
car insurance here, they are all scam criminals.
Your car insurance will go up. They don't want to pay anything. You claim insurance, the next insurance will go up. They have to cover it for the one that you paid before.
They are criminals, all of them. We all know.
So now imagine vessels that are worth millions of dollars to be built. Then, and the oil inside it is also insured. Do you understand now? So insurance companies are not canceling the insurance on those vessels because of only one strike. The whole money is.
I know that as whatever Trump said, we know hold ground because all those insurance, they will not listen to him. They'll be like,
listen to you. Because of whatever strike, kind of ordinary drone, they just make it catch fire. Pim.
And the drone is very
contrary.
cheap. And one of the cheapest drone.
I think most of the things that Trump has been saying, they have been following it and they've been carrying out that order. So I think he has been persistent on saying that the insurance will come from America and the naval ship will come from America.
But so that means you mean a new insurance company will take over?
Well, I don't know, but when he said the number one, the Supreme Leader died, everybody said it was a lie. For over 24 hours, they thought it was a lie. Everybody said it was a lie until Iran now confessed that the man really died.
Yeah.
So Trump, go and watch most of the things he has been saying in this recent time. When he said it, we see everything come to play. So I don't know, but I think the America will take over that Strait of Hormuz very soon. That's my thought. Yeah.
That is the thing.
Because one of the indication is this: all the naval ships, Iran naval ships, all of them have been sunk. So there is no one. They don't have one. The only thing they have now is drone, and U.S. could provide their naval ship and other things to neutralize any impending attack. So when Trump talks these days, I don't want to say it's a lie. I want to watch action.
Yeah, we are saying the same thing. That sometimes you may destroy everybody, but you have never seen conquer them. So when you want to conquer people, you have to conquer their mind, their conscience. Do you understand now? So you may discover that you want to destroy their naval ship. They may start using flying boats to attack. They don't care.
All
Yeah, they
those
don't care.
around flying boats.
Yes, yes.
But those one
They
are
don't care.
they will just destroy them.
Wait,
So
let me tell you something.
this battle is serious.
The major terror attack is not even an organized one. You see, when you dislodge people that want to fight, that's where you are more in danger.
Okay.
Do you understand now? For example, you destroy the whole ship and everything, fine, and now they want to fight. Only one tiny boy, one 13 years old boy, may just use this, maybe whatever. Let me use it for example. One rocket, I mean, the person is willing to die himself. Maybe where they not even expect it, it kind of, it could even be another Gulf of maybe Dubai or Kuwait. One of their member will just hit and attack it. Why? Why is you expect that it has passed? So and there's no way you can be using airstrike to be striking looking for individuals. Now, what we're trying to say that if Iran army, whatever navy have taken over, it will not be another battle for them to keep striking them and chase them out of these Hormuz. Remember, so Trump said that their vessel will take over, their ship will pass there, and that. But there's a report that Iran has completely taken over the place. It means either with maybe any boat they are there.
Yeah. Well, Iran has been in control of that Strait of Hormuz for about 80 years, and what happened to them now has never happened to them before in the history of Iran. They have never experienced it. And the naval ship they've been using, they can only use naval ship in that Strait of Hormuz. So the naval ship they've been using is, all of them are gone. So now, if we say that, okay, they can use flying boats, yes, they can set fire, and all of that, they can use drone. But I'm just thinking that these days, the case of Maduro was, I'm coming to get you. And they took Maduro out. So these days, when American, and another thing is, the way they eliminated the supreme leader, they said they have been planning it for months. So when they are saying that the naval ship is coming, it's not something they just thought of yesterday. I think they have everything mapped out. Remember, this is the world power.
Yeah, there's something about it. When I was listening to some people from America on the Al Jazeera, they talk about fate, like fighting fate and ideology is difficult to defeat. That's what somebody said.
That's another thing.
Now, the case of Maduro is like people on the economic power versus economic power. All these boys say to them, they are gone. They don't have, you don't understand. But these people now, they sworn to something. It's something that they sworn to, and they believe in that, and they have their network. So they are like fighting for what they want and what they believe, and also fighting for their religion. Now, let's say Donald Trump will succeed in pushing them out of that Strait of Hormuz. It will be another fight, understand? And that fight, will it happen on oil to go up? Because that's where we are interested.
Okay.
We are interested on the profit. So
that's true.
will it cost another fight? If it's going to cost another fight, then we have to place another buy and also cash out.
Yeah. So the question I have now is this.
Then we still now have to hold on. Say, okay, the fight, who defeated? Okay, this will defeated. Is the ship correct or not? Okay, it's crossed there. Okay, that means the market will drop. Then we'll now go and we'll now go again and place ourselves. We just want to understand what they are playing, the game they are playing, and everything. But one thing they have to know is that somebody that is ready to die is different from someone that is now ready to fight. That there's one to say, if you want to come here, we don't care again. I don't understand. And I've seen the history of war where the mighty got defeated with tiny instruments.
That's true. That's true.
The mighty, one slight mistake will just destroy the mighty. Boom.
Yeah.
Like tiny instrument can.
My question is this. Now, we've seen the fundamental coming, though we've not been able to know the direction of the geopolitical indication, right?
Okay.
So now, technically, what can we use to know that, it will go bullish now? Maybe one can do, or, I know you told us something.
Technically. Okay,
yes.
Let me show you.
Yes.
You trade only CFD, right?
Yes. I trade only CFD. Yes.
Okay. You could see my market, right? Yeah, no, I'm sharing a different screen, right? So you could see it, right? can see it, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Probably he's lost. So you see this thing here? You see this thing here? Kind of, it's a very good sign
Sorry,
of
you're on what time frame then?
of course, I trade only daily. Okay, this is 4 hours.
Okay,
Okay,
good.
let me even make it daily. I trade more only daily chart on CFD. Yeah. On a daily, there's no reversal here on daily, unless we have to judge using this point. Here, 69. Here. On daily, there's no reversal here on daily. But on the selling part, here is where we're looking at. But it's not that it's going to continue, because if the crisis keep continuing, the market will surge up. That's 78. So you see this thing you see here now is a strong sign of forming a resistance on technical chart. But take note, this chart we are seeing here is not the market. This is just MT4. MT4 just came in 2004. Market has been there for a long time. What determines the market is the price. Do you understand what I'm saying now? So this area is the area we are looking at for now, based on the weight of economic, the conflict the world is facing. This world where it has pushed the market to. So if the conflict continue, it will push it out of that place. Do you understand?
Sir?
Yeah.
You have been in the market for a long time, but there's a question I want to ask you. Like, what is the highest you have seen oil go during conflict and or maybe during natural disaster?
Yeah,
Or
I've
lowest
seen
you have seen?
I've seen oil go to 120,000 people.
Wow.
Yeah, that time I made a video to people to say if you want to buy oil, there's no risk, because oil price was $5 per barrel. That was 2020 pandemic. So $5 per
Okay.
barrel. The exchange we were trading stop at $15 per barrel, because we trading on Poland exchange, Poland.
Wow.
The stop at $15.
Okay.
But or the CFD broker we are trading, one was $5. The other one was -5, enter negative. That means there's nothing to lose again on oil.
Wow.
Okay.
So I made a
But-
video, ask people to just buy. Somebody that's dead is already dead, nothing to lose again. Just buy. So it went from that zero price to $140 per price before it dropped.
Hmm.
And
Damn.
of course, Nigeria didn't buy it. They were still looking at it. Yeah. In fact, that was even when all of them went into Ponzi scheme.
But will you call that a liquidity kind of fund? Because if
Sorry?
you just went from the, will you call it a liquidity kind of to liquidate people's funds, or will you say it's still market
No,
trying to normalize?
no. What happened was because the pandemic, the world was on standstill, but the oil drilling companies, the oil rig cannot stop the rig, because if they stop drilling, the rig will block. I mean, that hole will block, and it will cost them more money to open it again. So they have to keep drilling, and there was no place to even reserve the oil. So even they run out of reserve. So there was no supply in the market, and people can't even buy. What would they buy? I mean, what would they do with it? So there was more supply and there was no trade. So in the US stock market, there was what is called circuit breaker. They implement circuit breaker on it, because people were keep losing money, keep losing money. And I mean, they just let it go. The whole oil, they just kind of allow it. Everything came down to zero. But the
But how,
same oil within 24 months, it went to 1 to 2,000 people.
okay, that's what I wanted to know. How long it took for oil to that went back to that 120? Because like last year, when we were discussing, I was saying it that I'm not going to buy or sell oil.
Yeah,
Even at
it took
December period.
about 16 months to 18 months. I made a video about
Okay.
it. Yeah, when I saw it, I made a video asking people that this now doesn't have a risk again. Even if you have $100, what is the risk? Just buy it and leave it there. There's no risk. Where will it fall again? Something that's zero, something that's already zero. No spread, nothing. Just buy it. So it went to that one something thousand dollars. Then later came down and now settled around 80 to 60, 80 to 60.
Okay.
So that time, then when he settled 80 to 60, that was when one guy made $40 million within a year. That was 2021.
Wow.
Then, and it was also his 40 years of age. Then he just retired. Like me, I will soon retire. I will soon retire from whatever. Like, that's why
Wow.
I have to tell you guys, if you are a trader, you cannot retire at 35 or 40. That means you want to retire, yeah, father than retire. That means something is wrong somewhere. Yeah, yeah. With this era, you could make crazy money and leave the system. Go to one resort, build a nice house, buy dog, buy goat, have a good farm, clean house. If you like girls, you can marry two wives and keep for yourself. Then, and retire. Just be going from one, you know what I mean? Like things like you like to do. But if you're
That
a
makes you
Christian,
happy.
yeah, if you're a Christian and you don't like multiple wives, you could just marry one. But make sure they give you peace. Then you kind of you retire and
People
chill.
that will give you
Mm.
peace.
What?
Sorry, Oga.
People
Oga,
are not giving you peace. That
What?
peace does not give you
One they give
peace.
wahala. If it's one wife and money there and a wahala, our fantasy go increase. If you one wife and you have money, you have resort, you have to bring more people to that resort. If it's only her, you can't fulfill her fantasy again. It's too big.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
It should be get a resort with small plane. Plane is not too expensive. Small chopper you can be maintaining. So you be flying into into that resort. Your life is settled. So what else? Then if you want more luxury, you also be small tomb for yourself. Clean in case something happen later. You just plan your life, your beginning, middle, and end. That's how you're supposed to live your life because there's opportunity in the global market where all the boundaries are broken. Before people struggle to make money, it's no more like that. Mm. So as you can see, the market is appreciating. You see that it did not drop. Andrew, are you taking note? So on a normal note, when there's supply, it can easily drop the market and rise in the market. So people don't give a fuck about it. That's how the people think. You see that the market is actually going up. Like if you put it on maybe an hour frame, you see that you see. So on a normal note, when there is a supply surge in the market, how it usually happen, it will just drop like this. Or if you don't drop that day, the next day it will drop. But however, we cannot take the market for granted. We still have to put our stop loss. Do you understand? But believe me, the world will want more market to rise than to fall because they're making more money now. All the loan they collected, they cannot make good money from the business. Now the oil price is high, they can make a lot of money. Nigeria, if we sell at a higher price now, we can we'll be able to pay back our loan, our whatever, because we are making more money. It is we that concerned about selling. Them, they are more concerned about buying it. Like, sorry, we're concerned about, how do I say it? We are concerned about whether the price is falling, whether we have to, them, they are more concerned about the market keep rising, so that they will keep selling at a higher price. Because them, they make money only when the market is rising. Say that asks about sign of reversal and technically. See this sign here is a sign of reversal, but don't take it on 1 hour. I just use 1 hour to show you. So it's more active, it's more powerful if you put it on long time from like weekly chart or daily chart. For example, another strong sign of reversal why I told you that market will crash last week and it finally crashed. That is Euro USD. Was you see this sign I saw here? You see this particular sign here? I don't know whether you see there say it's a very strong sign. So I now say, okay, this market most likely gonna crash.
yeah,
I don't know.
see
I
it.
don't know how many of you that was with me. Then what happened again? The market came down, and we were expecting about 2,000 people, right? I don't know.
Yeah, I was with you. You asked me about the hammer. That was a strong hammer to
Yeah,
to
yeah,
close the market down.
yeah. So if a technical trader, it could use them to make good profit or good prediction in trading, but it's good for a long time trade. Like long time work much better than short time. Do you understand? So if you had sold as well, you make a lot of money. Here, just put your this thing here, then allow it. You could make a lot of money too. And then next week it may also crash again because this week is still fresh, so it may also crash again. Maybe like crash again. It may get to maybe 1.09. Yeah. And some of you now that want to invest in dollar. I know as it's cash in dollar is getting strength. So you can invest more in dollar. Yeah. As the war continue, dollar will keep getting strength. And the one thing about United States, their pragmatism, they are pragmatic in nature. If they say that the war is benefiting them, believe me, they won't let to end it. If they see that they are cashing out, money is flowing in, they want to continue the war. They say, let's extend this for about 2 years. So they like to make more money. So that's also another thing. Anything that can make them profit is what they're interested in. It may not also be because of removing the power in place in Iran. It could also be more of economic control. Who knows? Do you understand? Like in the Venezuela, we were told that we are hunting down the drug cartels. They were selling nicotine to America. But immediately the man was captured, everything changed to oil. That they now go to will take charge of that. Nobody, we didn't hear on the news that they were interested on the oil. Venezuela oil is no good. We have to take the oil. We have to help them on the oil. We are only talking about hearing about nicotine and but immediately the thing happened, then everything changed to oil. Nobody's hearing about nicotine again. So it could be one of these things. Iran has one of the biggest oil reserve and also have one of the biggest gold reserve. They also have uranium and other instruments. So in case they capture that country and take over resources, it will also be good for them anyway. It's all about economic and power control. So we exactly 1 hour now, and I think it's been an insightful moment. Those of you that following our trade automatically, you should be able to make good amount of profit. But I will encourage you, make sure you have a good amount of capital. If you don't have a good amount of capital, you'll be missing out trade as quick as much as possible, and you won't perform well. Don't if you follow our trade as if you are running a Ponzi, a scheme where you put one, you check very well, you put another one. No, you will fail. Make sure you have good amount of capital that can enable you to maximize the trade. Now, let me give you a tips. This is a kind of a daily chart. You see what I'm trying to tell you now? On Euro USD, because of dollar is also strengthening, and there's no sign of maybe the thing ending. As the war keep going up, dollar will keep falling. This thing you see here could be under retracement. So you may buy this market, put the SL only for the market to come down again. So only make sure you be able to buy again who we have confirmed that through the reason why the dollar is gaining strength has left the market, which is this war. So this could be like a retracement that tomorrow then the market will keep dropping. So you may sell within this area and put a stop loss around 1.7 or around 1.17721. Maybe target to exit around 1.15 or 1.15076. That's Euro US, because as Euro US is as oil is this is happening, Euro will be gaining strength. The Euro US will be gaining strength in terms of dollar will be gaining strength in terms of Euro US losing, selling, because Euro is actually losing power as I speak to you now. The cost of gas is high and it's causing their stock market to crumble. Then Asian market is actually doing good, but it's not as much as dollar, because dollar is dominating it as well. Dollar is the reason why it's going up. Yeah, so that's the thing. So the major eye should be on Euro US on the forex side, oil on the buying aspect of it. Then gold, we are gonna buy gold, but not now. Let's see what's gonna happen. Immediately the tension is, then we start letting you know the area of entry for gold. Yeah. So Naval Escort Insurance Firm. Okay. Someone said Trop is playing a good game that will virtually make more fund come to you. Yeah. Naval Customer game. Okay. Please, I like to talk to you on one-on-one after this. Okay. What's time? Do I have another meeting? I think okay. I mean, okay, we can talk. I'm free till next 30 minutes. I have another meeting at that. Maybe next 20 minutes because I have 10 minutes to rest before I go to another meeting. So guys, I have to let you guys go now so that we can go back and continue our business and our trade. In case you are trading, you have any challenges, always make a screenshot and send to us. We can be able to put you through and sort it out for you. Those of you that want to go to our course, we have a lot of courses you can be able to sign up. You can be able to register in our course on wealth management. You want to scale your trading, register our course on wealth management. This course, we're going to take it again, I think next week, wealth management. We're going to take another course on investment banking. Those of you that want to scale, then we'll let to tell you how you can structure your trading career and become successful, become like a big trader, access big fund on a structural project. Some of you are making a lot of money that is more than what the treasury big guys are making, but they don't know how to structure it to attract more people to it. Sometimes it's fear. You're afraid of, okay, I'm not even sharing my screen again with you. Sometimes it's fear. You're afraid of other things. So you can be able to register and join our course on wealth management. This is this course on wealth management. It will be next week. Somebody from SEC Sex-sponsored individual will take the course from Nigerian Stock Exchange. Then they also take our course on investment banking. Yeah, that's the thing. So thank you so much, and do have a wonderful evening or wonderful afternoon anywhere you are.
All right, enjoy your day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.